like we're all about sharing stories, but at the end of the day, I want the people listening to this podcast to take action.
Hmm.
So what would be the first step for them after this show to kind of get started on their dreams?
Hmm. Let me think. One of the things that hold a lot of people back, and this usually happens in learning skills, is believing a lot of misconceptions. Things like I'm too old for this, or I don't have the talent to do it. So I do talk a lot about those myths and how they're not real. Um, we have proof that they're not real. So going beyond those things and understanding that you are capable of learning whatever you want to learn. That's the greatest power of the human mind. Learning. We're all made to learn. We were built to learn. And all skills that exist can be learned. And no skill can resist the relentless attack of delivery practice. If you put in the work, if you put in the effort, you will get better.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. You will. And then the other part, and this is probably the most important, and is as true for life as it is for learning anything, is the willingness to fail, the willingness to make mistakes. So I see this often in learning languages. It's where I see it the most often because there's something so personal about learning a language. You don't want to look foolish. You don't want to make mistakes about in front of native speakers. And I noticed that the people that go out and are willing to make those mistakes to fail, those are the ones that learn it faster. Those are the ones that eventually learn the language and they do it way faster than everyone else. And I fall on the first category. I'm the one that's too shy to try the language. And so it usually takes me way longer. And the important thing that I want to mention here is that I'm not advocating failure. It's not failing for the sake of failing. I'm advocating courage. It's the idea of going out there and knowing that you will have to make mistakes to get better at anything. That's the process. We all make mistakes. It's hard to remember that Mozart probably made a ton of mistakes learning his scales and Shakespeare learning to write. We forget those things, but everyone had to go through the same process. Yes, some move faster than others, but we all have to go through the same process. No one skips it. There's no exception ever. No one has been born with a skill already in their mind. They all had to learn it and make tons of mistakes along the way. So, courage, that's the important one. Living with courage and learning with courage.
Mic drop. Boom.